In this video, Elon Musk inches ever closer to starting a new company which could spell the end of the woke mob, censorship, political bias in big tech, collusion among social media giants and governments, the suppression of discussion and ideas, and the downward spiral of humanity. Oh, is that all? Plus, the party is about to get started in Texas, with Giga Austin set to awaken in just a few days, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest load up on a Tesla rival, and the corrupt and incompetent SEC to finally pay out over $40 million in fines to Tesla stock investors who lost money as a result of Elon's funding secured tweet. So let's get into it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. First up, super exciting news. Gigafactory Austin about to awaken. Invites have gone out for the Cyber Rodeo at Giga Texas on the 7th of April 2022. By the way guys, it's already the end of March. This is super exciting news, especially for Tesla stock investors. First we have Berlin. Just a few days ago, first customer deliveries from the German factory. Next minute, literally a week and a half later, the Austin Gigafactory set to awaken. And special shout out to all my friends in Austin. I miss you guys, and especially the girls. Hopefully I'll be back sometime soon. Giga Austin is no joke. As Elon Musk tweeted a few months ago, quote, Giga Texas is a $10+ billion investment over time, generating at least 20,000 direct and 100,000 indirect jobs. This is truly enormous. Think about the impact on the economy, especially within Austin. Now, there is a parallel universe in which I may or may not have A, done some thinking about this, and B, maybe have heard some information that isn't meant to be publicly available. So I won't say too much more here other than just to underscore that Elon Musk did point out 10 billion plus and at least, let's just leave it there. And there's definitely absolutely no possibility whatsoever that as a direct result of Giga Texas, we'll see enormous upward pressure on the price of real estate in Austin. That's definitely not already happening. It's definitely not going to accelerate. And I'm definitely not being sarcastic. I also definitely didn't talk to a bunch of real estate agents when I was in Austin more than a year ago trying to figure out is it possible for some dude in Australia to buy real estate in Austin because dude, I want to buy everything. Anyway, let's move on. Now time to talk about the Suck Elon's cock, also known as the Short Seller Enrichment Commission. Over here on Bloomberg, quote, Tesla Musk $40 million SEC fine distribution plan is approved. A judge approved a plan by the US Short Seller Enrichment Commission for distributing $40 million to Tesla shareholders from money paid by the company and CEO Elon Musk in a 2018 settlement over his Twitter posts. The post in question, of course, funding secured. We'll talk more about the absurdity of this fine in a moment. A US district judge on Friday approved the regulator's plans to pay the money to Tesla shareholders, wait for it, who lost money during a short-lived run-up in the company's stock price after Musk claimed on Twitter he was thinking about taking the company private, not public. Tesla shares fell the next day. So who exactly is being compensated for this tweet, which by the way was a reasonable and accurate statement? Now for those who don't know the nuance of this, basically Elon was thinking out loud on Twitter saying, I'm thinking about taking Tesla private, funding secured. Now why would he say funding secured? Elon Musk had a lot of discussion with a lot of potential investors, including Saudi Wealth Fund. Elon Musk believed that the funds would be available. This is what he meant by funding secured. So here's Elon Musk expressing his thoughts aloud on social media. Next minute, gigantic fine from the SEC to protect who? Investors who lost money after the stock ran up? How does that happen? Unless, of course, you're shorting Tesla stock, hence the Short Seller Enrichment Commission. Now, this is a rabbit hole I've been down before, so we won't recover the same topics in too much detail, but just a few very important points for people to understand here. The purpose of the SEC is to prevent market manipulation. That is their stated goal. Yet, every single day, generally speaking, hedge funds, short sellers appear in the media. They're given free rein, a platform to spout FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, misinformation, to lie, to blatantly deceive the general public, to say negative things about a certain company that they simultaneously have a short position in. Now, for those who don't understand a whole lot about how human brains work, we're wired to look for problems and massively overemphasize bad versus good. There's evolutionary reasons for this. If we're not wired to be super paranoid about things that might kill us and eat us for lunch, we might hear some rustling in the bushes and think, oh, that's fine, it's definitely not a tiger that's going to eat me. Next minute, you're dead. So there's a reason our brains are wired to look for danger. One glance at the mainstream media and you'll see 95% of the content: fear, uncertainty, doubt, danger, violence, terrible things, destruction, chaos. That's what sells. That's what attracts eyeballs. That's what generates revenue. So short sellers have a massive unfair advantage. Let's say, for example, a Tesla bull appears on CNBC and says, hey guys, I personally think the company's going to do way more deliveries this year than Wall Street's expecting. Here's my reasons. Investors might think, yeah, well, cool, whatever. But if a different person appears on CNBC and starts talking about things that may or may not be true, suggesting that they harbor suspicions there may be accounting fraud within Tesla, the company may be going bankrupt, there's issues with the finances, that's going to have a disproportionate negative effect on Tesla. So short sellers have a massive unfair advantage when it comes to manipulating stocks. The SEC's job is to prevent market manipulation. Yet, as I said, every fucking day, there are people who are short securities in the media, posting online, sharing comments, thoughts, ideas, opinions, and often lies, blatantly attempting to and succeeding at manipulating stock prices for massive financial gain. The SEC is not only incompetent, but I believe corrupt. Things get pretty juicy here. Musk had complained, reasonably so, that the SEC was dragging its feet on distributing the fines and that the agency is using a 2018 settlement agreement to stifle his free speech rights. 1, this is true. And 2, dragging its feet is a fucking understatement. It's 2022 today, okay? I'm recording this video in 2022. The SEC received money for a fine in 2018. Fine that was to be paid out to investors who lost money on Tesla stock. What the fuck have they been doing for the last 3 or 4 years? Serious question. If you'd have taken that money, that $40 million, and just literally reinvested it, went long Tesla at that point in time. In fact, let's see exactly what would have happened. The funding secured tweet was early August. Let's just see approximately what would have happened. 1,321% gain. Ballpark math here, that $40 million invested back into Tesla immediately would have turned into about $500 million. Yes, $500 million. Instead, it's just been sitting around with the short seller enrichment commission. Elon kind of has a point. What the fuck have they been doing? Elon Musk is seeking an end to SEC oversight of his Twitter posts, aka the SEC, stifling Elon's ability to express himself freely. The SEC argues that Musk's tweet about Tesla are a valid subject for government investigation with or without the settlement. And honestly guys, let me just read this last line here. I just don't even. Under the SEC's plan, money will go to investors who lost money buying Tesla shares between 12:48 p.m. on August 7th and 4 p.m. on August 8th. So back to the Tesla stock investors who lost money on Tesla stock during that short window of time. They're not investors, they're morons. How do I know? It's pretty simple. Which investors didn't lose money in Tesla stock who bought around early August? There were plenty of morons who thought they were investors, day traders, whatever. There were plenty of people moronically betting against the company. But 100% of the actual investors, and what I mean by is people who saw the opportunity, bought Tesla stock and are still holding it today, funnily enough, haven't lost money. They've made money, a colossal amount of money, well in excess of a 10x. So effectively, the Short Seller Enrichment Commission is paying out a $40 million fine to people who are so dumb that they thought it prudent, financially intelligent, to bet against Elon and Tesla. That's right, the SEC is rewarding moronic short sellers who are betting against Tesla. The SEC are incapable of achieving their stated mission. They're incompetent. If they're incompetent, in my opinion, they deserve zero respect, and that's exactly how much they get from both me and Elon. And next, real quick update from Cathie Wood and ARK Invest. Quote, Cathie Wood loads up on another $4.3 million in this Chinese Tesla rival. We won't spend too much on this, but I just wanted to cover it briefly. Popular investment management firm ARK Invest, led by the Gilf of Wall Street, Cathie Wood. Geez, that's highly inappropriate. Anyway, on Tuesday, bought more shares in the US-listed Chinese electric vehicle maker, XPeng. The article goes on to say that ARK dropped almost $4.5 million, buying almost 100,000 shares. So 2 things I want to discuss here. First of all, for those who don't know, XPeng is literally the cheap Chinese Tesla ripoff / knockoff / copycat. And I literally mean this. Tesla open sourced their patents in 2014. All your patents belong to us. Search online, you'll see it. Why would Elon Musk do this? Because he really genuinely wanted to accelerate the world's transition to electric vehicles. Well, many companies, especially in China, took advantage of this. A lot of the XPeng vehicles look very, very similar to Tesla's own vehicles. XPeng completely, blatantly, page for page, pixel for pixel, basically ripped off Tesla's website. Not sure if it still looks like that today. And there were also rumors of a major theft of Tesla's autopilot IP, the source code, which ended up in XPeng hands. Now, I don't know exactly what happened there, but I do just want to be really clear. XPeng are doing their best to blatantly rip off Tesla, and this is a fantastic business model. And that being said, the other thing I want to discuss is ARK Invest's active trading strategy. ARK are buying or selling a stock. It doesn't mean they're more or less bullish on this company or this industry. It means that they've identified an opportunity. For example, ARK may buy some Tesla stock. Tesla Moon 7% for the day. ARK Invest may trim that position down because another stock in a different or a similar industry is getting absolutely hammered. They buy the dip over here with their Tesla profits. People freak, oh my god, they sold Tesla, they've lost conviction. No, they're just acting in line with their active trading strategy. So we shouldn't read too much into ARK's decisions to buy and sell certain securities. But it is worth mentioning. And I will tell you something. If instead of Xpan, ARK were investing in Nikola, Rivian or Lucid, I would immediately and permanently lose all respect for Cathie and ARK Invest. And now some exciting new developments in Elon Musk's potential new social media platform. Here we are, funnily enough, again on Twitter. The irony is not lost on me. Quote, given that Twitter serves as a de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done? A lot of discussion from Elon in the last couple of days, but check this out. Elon Musk asking Twitter, is a new platform needed? This is the biggest single hint that Elon is seriously considering doing something about this, starting his own platform. There's been even more discussion. And by the way, if you guys and girls haven't seen yesterday's video, please watch that first. Pause this, come back to it later. There's a lot of important context. I share a lot of thoughts about this whole idea. Elon's been engaging with a lot of the comments and replies. Here's one comment. One of the best things about Elon Musk either buying Twitter or starting his own platform is there will be a Dogecoin tip jar. Elon Musk responding. One emoji. Translation? There sure fucking will. And Elon isn't done yet. Following Elon's question as to whether or not a new platform is needed, just buy Twitter and change the bird logo to a Doge. Elon Musk responding, haha, that would be sick. Another tweet directed at Elon, quote, would you consider building a new social media platform, Elon? One that would consist of an open source algorithm, one where free speech and adhering to free speech is given top priority, one where propaganda is very minimal? I think that kind of platform is needed. Elon responding, am giving serious thought to this. Do I even need to add anything? Elon Musk, in his own words, is giving serious thought to starting a new social media platform. Now, this is obvious. I said this yesterday, but we now have this Elon Musk, in his own words, confirming out loud on Twitter, the irony, that he is giving serious thought to starting his own social media platform. This is massive. More discussion under Elon's question of is a new platform needed. Quote, by Twitter, if you're a leftist making death threats against conservatives or organising riots, Twitter respects your freedom of speech. By the way, this is actually accurate, and that's the really troubling part. I know it sounds insane. If you're first encountering this line of thinking, you might think, dude, take your fucking tinfoil hat off. You don't know what you're talking about. If that's where you're coming from, I would encourage you to do a little bit more homework before you self-immolate or embarrass yourself in the comments. Let's continue. Twitter also respects the freedom of speech for media hoaxes, like when every major outlet framed an innocent high school kid. These are actually accurate statements. Now I know it sounds like tinfoil hat shit if you don't know what's going on. The further you go down the rabbit hole, the more you realize how incredibly corrupt things really are. Elon Musk responding doesn't sound very balanced. So I guess the takeaway here, watch this space. Something is brewing. Elon's mind, his heart has latched onto this problem. He's not going to be able to put it down. Something's going to happen. Either Elon does start his own social media company, or alternatively, maybe he starts buying up some stock in Twitter, tries to get to a position of influence. But honestly, in my opinion, Twitter is too far gone. The woke mind virus has poisoned and overtaken the entire company. Just imagine, for example, if Elon was offered a seat on the board of Twitter. You know what would immediately happen? The dumbest of dumb, the wokest of woke, would immediately protest. There'd be walkouts. Next minute, there'd be mass resignations because Elon, this terrible human being, insert your derogatory term, racist, sexist, misogynist, whatever you want to call him, is now part of the company. It's either him or us. Well, the good news is, if Twitter aren't completely brain dead, they'd be picking Elon. Same shit happened at Coinbase a little over a year ago. CEO said, look guys, I'm sick of these woke idiots talking politics at work. Get the fuck out of my company. Here's a generous severance package. Fuck off. 5% of the company took the offer. Now obviously that wasn't a direct quote, but that was the general gist. Coinbase have a mission to accomplish. You virtue signaling about causes you supposedly care about, not enough to actually do anything about, but just to discuss and talk about how you support or don't support, is not helping us achieve our mission. I don't care about your politics, I don't care about your beliefs, I don't care what causes you apparently support, just to make up for the void in your own life, the feeling of meaninglessness because you don't do anything of value yourself, so you need to latch onto an important cause to feel like you matter. I don't care about any of that stuff, but I do care about that stuff coming to work. And the other possibility, maybe Elon Musk invests in or co-founds a new social media platform rather than directly funding the entire project himself. But if I were to bet, my suspicion is that Elon Musk is going to start a social media platform. There may be some outside investors. I think we'll get a few people on the board whose brains actually work, who haven't been poisoned by the woke mind virus, and then just let them do their thing. Quite similar to the Boring Company. Not taking up a whole lot of Elon's time, maybe 1%, maybe not even that much, but just enough to make a major change. I, for one, am super excited about this possibility. In fact, at this point in time, it's more of an inevitability. I'll tell you who isn't too excited about this though. The big tech social media overlords. your days are numbered. So, hope you guys and girls have enjoyed this video, and please let me know in the comments below, who's pumped for an Elon-founded, free speech-centric social media platform? And finally, on the topic of speaking freely, something I absolutely cannot do here on YouTube, it is what it is, I have to obey their terms of service, otherwise no more solving the money problem. If you guys and girls really want to hear what I think about a range of topics, the stuff that is too controversial to discuss here on YouTube, that's what Patreon's for. No topic is off limits, I can discuss things freely over there, they're not manually reviewing every video, so I'm not at major risk of being cancelled. It's always a possibility, might happen one day, but at this point in time, Patreon is where you'll find my most raw and uncensored thoughts on practically every topic you can imagine. So check the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment to sign up, and I'll see you over there. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.